So now into the shoulder. So I'm just taking away that blood meat, bits of gristle that you have in the neck on a pig. That place where I was just trimming there, that is the place where the sticky knife enters. So I'm just going to saw through the ribs. The ribs are going to be used for spare ribs. So just a little cut down to that seam and peel it back on the seam. So get a hook and hook that out of the way. So now I'm going to peel the ribs back. Now these are going to go for shoulder chops, which are excellent. If you've not tried them, you must try them. Full of flavour. They're wonderful here. Slowly cooked in the oven, fried, whatever. They're beautiful. You see the pig's head with a mind of its own though. Okay, so I'm just getting some hooks. So we'll hook that up. And we'll do another video on that at some point where we'll cut the chops. So now we're going to roll this shoulder up. But first of all, we've got to debone it. So all this excess fat I'm going to take off. Won't go to waste though. Sausages again. That's where the flavour is, in the fat. Still checking it, making sure everything's alright. So I'm just taking that top muscle off there, just following the seam along, because a little bit later on I'll be dicing that up for diced pork for the counter. Good. We've got this flapper skin now, so just get rid of that. We'll trim that up a bit later on. Bit of edge maintenance. Now I've cut down through the skin on the foreshank, or as they say in Lancashire, a pestle. So, like we did with the leg before, we just skin in that back. Now, split through the joint there, between the blade bone. Little nick there, turn the knife round, get underneath that membrane, and a nice clean bone is revealed. So now just a little nick underneath, and then we'll pull this out. You can debone it if you wish, but this method is very effective. Just a little bit of meat on there, not very much, just a slither. Now I'm just checking inside of there just to make sure that there's no gristle. Sometimes you do leave gristle, sometimes some broken bone, so you've got to be very careful. That's it. Now a bit more trimming. Now we're going to take the arm bone out and the pestle bone. I'm going to take these together. You can do them separate. There you go, trying to keep it as clean as possible. Just working my way around the ball. Now underneath, round. Clean that end off. Back the other way. Out she pops. So now it's trimming all the way now. Just get it into a nice square size. Ready for rolling. So we just take that foreshank meat out. Good sausage meat that. Of course, we're left with the rind. Rind can be used for rind emulsion for sausages. It can be used for crackling, pork scratchings, brawn. Very versatile. So I'm going to take that end piece off there. Now it's beginning to resemble a square. Just checking, making sure everything's alright. just on that end part there, which is connected to the head. It's a little bit fatty, as you can see, so we'll get rid of that. Then we'll turn it over. Just square that end up. And it's more or less a square. It's just some scoring again. Just turn it round. And again, a lovely shoulder joint, but not too big. Get 2 lovely joints for 4 out of that. Or 3 joints for 3 even. So we're just going to tie this up. As you see, the way that I've trimmed it and cut it, it gives you a really nice even joint, which is great for cooking. It'll cook evenly in the oven. Looks nice when you cut it through. Ready for sale as well. Get a lovely round eye of meat. Of course, this is just one way of doing the shoulder. There are lots of other ways of doing the shoulder. I've got another video coming up where we do the hand and spring joint, which will hopefully be on the channel soon. So we're just continuing with this. There's a little herb and butchery hack in a moment, which I'll show you. Just making sure that's all right before I put the last string on. Okay, and as you see, I'm looking at the end string here. I'm not very happy with that, as you can see, so I cut it off. Now just watch what I do in a moment. So I'll put the string on again. Still not happy with it. So watch. Just a little touch into the rind there with a knife, and then the string catches in there and doesn't slip off. So just a little urban butchery hack for you there. Good. So now I'm just going to square the ends up. For trimming after. And there you've got another lovely round joint, round even joint, ready for the counter.